Is Goku actually going to win this thing, or are they playing us for fools? The roughs are out for chapter 103, and I think that they are probably leading us to believe one thing when the chapter leads us to believe something else. Let's just go ahead and jump into the translations. These are coming from Herms98 on Twitter. He says, despite the circumstances, which of course is the unfortunate passing of Toriyama, the roughs are out for DBS chapter 103. The title is An Inheritance to the Future. UI Goku and Beast Gohan fight, with Gohan landing a solid kick. Goku says Gohan's pretty good. As always, he's got great potential. What's more, Goku says this time Gohan has trained and mastered his potential. He's changed. Gohan says it's all thanks to Piccolo. Still, Goku says he's trained plenty too. He steps his UI up a notch and seems to gain the upper hand. And that's it for now. So, the roughs this week have been a little shorter. I think that's mainly because we are getting into a very big action-filled chapter. Again, this could go crazy, because you remember that one rough we had of Saiyaman X1 and 2, Goten and Trunks, and Carmine, and people were like, oh no, we're not getting anything. And then boom, we got Gohan Beast and Goku and everything like that, so it's pretty exciting, and so I think we have the potential to get something like that in this chapter as well. But I think Goku and fighting is still a pretty big, eventful thing to happen in this chapter that I think warrants these roughs to be pretty short. Now that being said, the title is An Inheritance to the Future. I think this is of course referencing Beast Gohan. And what is the inheritance? Who knows? It could just be power, it could just be saying that Gohan is inheriting the title of strongest. You know, that's a fun theory. But the question still remains, who is going to win this fight? Of course, a lot of people say that Goku has to win it because he's the main character, he's supposed to be the most powerful. I still think it would be fun if Beast Gohan won, and it all goes back to what Master Roshi told Goku. Well, not Goku, but the lesson that Master Roshi tried to impart onto Goku whenever Goku entered his first world tournament. Master Roshi entered and won the tournament, beating Goku because he wanted Goku to believe that there are still people out there that he has to surpass. Right now, I think it would be fun if the person that Goku has to surpass was his own son. Of course, we know Black Frieza's in the background, and I think, is he really a rival you want to surpass, or is he somebody you want to kill? So I think we're going to get a really fun arc with Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo, Broly, Vegeta, Goku, teaming up to face down and defeat Frieza once and for all. And of course, the poetic thing about it is they are all members of a race that were victims of Frieza. Frieza genocided the Saiyans, of course, that's self-explanatory. And Frieza did a minor genocide on the Namekians. Of course, they came back, but it was still a pretty devastating attack to their people. So I think this is going to end up being a very interesting chapter. I think the biggest, most surprising thing about this is that it seems like they're still on track to release this chapter. I and many other people thought that they would probably delay this chapter by a month or so just to honor and remember Akira Toriyama and his legacy. But it does not seem like that's the case. We are still on track to get this chapter at the usual time this month. Now, do I think the fight is going to end this chapter? I think it pretty much has to, right? I mean, we got the start of it in the last chapter, and Super kind of doesn't have a pace like Z does, and these chapters are pretty long. They're 40 pages or so. So I think the fight will probably end this chapter. If it goes on into the next chapter, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad. I think they probably have still plenty of room to make it go on. But, you know, some fights will last for a while, but those are normally like climactic fights, you know, like with Goku and Gas, but I don't think this is going to be that. I think this is just a sparring session. We'll probably see the conclusion to this fight in this chapter. Now, if it does go on to the next chapter, I think this chapter may probably end with Goku getting the upper hand, and then Gohan ends up winning, or vice versa. Gohan could look like he's going to win this chapter, and then Goku ends up winning. Now, I've spent a lot of time breaking down the fight and how it will go, but I want to take a second to look ahead toward the future. Black Frieza is out there, and Black Frieza showed up at the end of the last arc and beat the crap out of everybody. So I think this little training session is going to evolve into a bigger training session where everybody has to train with each other, maybe in a hyperbolic time chamber, who knows, we know Frieza's been using it. So I think they're going to train with each other to really improve each other's skills and get ready for Black Frieza, because he is coming and he is not to be trifled with. But that being said, guys, what did you think of this preview? Like I said, very short this week, not a lot to dissect, but I tried my best to make the most of it. Make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you enjoyed. I'm really appreciating the newfound support that I've been getting. And yeah, that's about it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace off.